Alrighty. Oh, I got the mic right in the camera angle. At least raise that. We're only gonna have like one wire. There's like a quota. Can't have more than 1 or 2 wires hanging. So, how's everyone doing today? Last week's stream, as you guys, if you were here, know, got cut pretty short. Only got about an hour in before my internet totally went down and stayed down for about, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 hours that I was awake, and then it was kind of on and off for the next 2 or 3 days. Wasn't really working too well. Who do we got here? We got, hi, it's me. Welcome. Fat Red Foo, what's up, Fat Red? Jacob, dude, I just used my Proxon for the very first time about half an hour ago. I cracked the biggest smile after the first cut. Videos and streams are so helpful and inspiring. Thank you very much, and yeah, it's really, really cool. Have a lot of fun with that. Don't inhale the fumes. I recommend a mask, or at least an open window. If nothing else, hold your breath and get out of the way. But yeah, don't get a lung full of that stuff. Maurice Phillip, what's up, buddy? Good time zone, all. Good times. Necro, what's up? Briscoe, how you doing, Briscoe? Thanks for coming in. Alrighty. Well, today, I think I'm going to do some scrap stuff today. I got a bunch of scraps. I always do. And I want to work, maybe just do some random stuff with that. But first, we're probably going to paint some of this chair that we got right here. Maurice, right on, man. Yeah, I heard that. So on the upside, everything is dry, because last week I was going to paint this during the stream with the glue probably still being a little wet, and it might have been kind of annoying. But at least everything's dry now. So there is that. Inhalation is the best ventilation. Not so in this specific case, man. Oh, that stuff is pretty nasty, actually. Pretty nasty. Command chair is ridiculously awesome. Bruh. Thanks. Yeah, we did this on, not last stream, but the stream before. So 2 Fridays ago. Just kind of a spontaneous thing. Of course, having the bits left over from the consoles I made that were all laser cut pieces in my my bits bins obviously is very handy to have. Maurice is making some armchairs. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, chairs are pretty easy. You can make like 100 different kinds of chairs. You know, and if you can't think of an idea for it, just go on Pinterest or Google, type in chairs. You know, you're going to find so many different examples. I actually, if I see a chair that I like, sometimes I'll just take a picture of it with my phone. Like, I've made chairs kind of based off of doctor's office chairs and stuff like that. Yeah, armchair is cool. Armchair is a little trickier. I mean, this is not an armchair, but it does kind of have a little arm there. Foam sometimes, you know, it depends on what you mean. If you mean like a lazy boy armchair, that's not too bad. You got to use sandpaper usually to round it. But if you want to do something like a command style chair with arms, those pieces are too thin for foam, so you need to use some wood in there. Who we got? Oh, Duffman Dioramas. How you doing, Duffman? Thank you, Necro. Just gotta play around with it, man. Just play around with it. So, for this chair, I really want to kind of paint it blue, because I haven't done any blue, and the problem is I want to paint it this Wedgwood blue. I don't know if it's the right color, but I kind of like this blue. But it's this this paint is so old. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably asking for trouble. I haven't gone looking for it, but I haven't seen this paint just like come across it on the shelf in a long time, this color. Yes, steady stick. It sure would suck to start painting it and not have enough paint. Yeah, dude, this is chunky. Damn. It's a nice blue, though. I like it. I like it, I like it. Michael Dumas, how you doing, Michael? Yeah, I mean, it could be a highlight. But I just thought it was a good color for some science fiction-y space stuff. I got a whole selection of blues here, but none of them is quite as cool as that Wedgwood. I bought this one because I thought the color was kind of close, but it's really a funky finish to it. I think is this one satin? Yeah, it's a satin finish. It's too vibrant. The color is too rich. Because that's actually, let me see. Yeah, it's this one. It doesn't look that bright in person. The camera is... Does it look that bright on this camera? This little one? Not quite, but yeah, it's a little too much. I mean, it's a look. It's got its own vibe, but that Wedgwood is a little bit more subdued. Oh, what's this? Dark blue gray, huh? Dark blue gray might not be bad. If we do dark blue gray, then the cushions could be light gray. Yeah, let's do that. It's very generic. Everybody's saying hello to each other in the chat. Good stuff. Yeah, last week that internet was a pain in the butt. I thought I might have not paid my bill, because I sometimes let the bill kind of slide for a little bit. I don't know. I'm just lazy with paying bills. Not that I don't pay them before things get cut off. That's unusual. Things don't get cut off. But sometimes I'll let it go into the second month and then pay them 2 months together. And I was like, man, did I just totally space on that? But no, that wasn't the case. Bills we don't need. Man, I wish. Bills have gotten ridiculous. Man, just look how cool that Wedgwood blue is. That is a cool blue, man. I'm gonna have to look for that. But yeah, I certainly don't need any more stinking bills, that's for sure. I wish I had a brush that was a little bit bigger than this, but not this big. But maybe we'll just go with this one. Yeah, I'm not anywhere near John's crashes on What a Funk, Briscoe. That is true. Those people are unmatched over there. John has more crashes in one stream than most channels do in their entire lifetime. I mean, it is unimaginable. Alright, this is gonna look cool. Yeah, this gray is cool. Blue gray. Not quite as colorful as the Wedgwood, but it'll work. Man, this brush is freaking blown out. He must hold a world record. Yeah, he really might. That's no exaggeration. I mean, how the heck does the man have a stream where the ads start crashing the stream? I've never even seen that before. Like, YouTube loves ads. They will do anything to get you in front of an ad, but every time an ad played, it was kicking everyone out of the stream. It just started, willy-nilly playing ads on its own. That was funny, man. They're like cursed over there, but they have a good time. Where's Axion? Oh, there we go. Ed, what's up, Ed? Yeah, Ed, I figure you would like this. This is kind of a little bit more basic sci-fi colors. You've kind of mentioned using those before. The one I was originally going to use was this color, so that stick. A little bit more blue, but I didn't have enough of it. I'll have to go shop for it. That's part of all the fun over there? Yeah. Yeah, Maurice, I don't know if you've ever watched the What a Funk stream, but it's wild sometimes. Their crashes are just... It's crazy. But they almost never go totally down over there like I did last week. Yeah, that Wedgwood would be cool. I'm going to have to go look for that, Ed. I don't know if you've ever seen it shopping, but I haven't seen it in so long. It's this Americana Wedgwood blue. I don't know if they still make it anymore. I'm not sure. They might still make this color. I think I've had this bottle since 1999. I think. I'm pretty sure, actually, that this bottle is from 1999. I had a friend who, he was my roommate, but he was our dungeon master. And he had a friend, and we played with him a couple of times, but he was a buyer at Michael's. And Michael's is headquartered in Irving, Texas, which is just down the road. Yeah, take a look, man. So, he would get all this stuff sent to him from the different companies, and they just let him take it home to like test it and see if he would like it and if they wanted to, you know, use it and stuff. So one day he knew I was making some War Games terrain for our boards we were playing on, and he's just like, dude, come with me and we're gonna grab a bunch of paint for you because I gotta clean up my office. And so we go in this in the building, and it's just like piled in his office, like just piles of product, and he just starts handing me milk crates of craft paint that we loaded in his car. Oh, link to the membership? Yeah, I'll put the link in right now. And that's how, like, I used nothing but those milk crates of paint for 10 or 15 years of painting stuff, because he just gave me so much. I never had to buy paint. So that was pretty cool. Okay, there you go, guys. If anyone wants that, that is the link. If you don't have the join button on your screen, that will allow you to, if you are so inclined to do so, to sign up and become a channel member here. I appreciate all of my channel members. Thank you very much. I'm going to try and join the gang. Thank you, Hi It's Me. I appreciate you for that. Every little bit helps. TK Magic Shop. How you doing, TK? Hey Ed, are you working tomorrow? TK Magic Shop joined. Thank you very much. Became a channel member. My brain had a hiccup there. I couldn't put my sentence together, but that just shows how excited I am, man. Thank you, TK, for that. I need to get some more stuff here. For sure, listing everybody. But I'll be taking care of that pretty quick. And I think I got one more emoji I can make. So I got to make one more emoji, and I think we're not that far from unlocking another one. I have to check. But I need something funny. I don't know. I don't like just making any old emoji. I thought about putting Larry's head on there or something, but I don't know. Yes, sir. I'm working. What's up? All right. I'll message you later. It's no big deal. I need to test out some stuff, and I might try to get you to help me with it if you have time at some point. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, Ed, you know, maybe you were right. Maybe some more subdued plain colors, not too bad. I'm kinda liking it. I'm kinda liking it. A moss hole emoji. I could do the Mossmobile, but I don't think it would. I don't think the silhouette is strong enough for anyone to be able to tell what the heck it is in an emoji form. Or maybe like Mossman's head, maybe. I don't know. Michael Dumas, second channel member. Holy crap. Thank you very much, Michael. Look at you guys. The rando army continues to grow. That's pretty sweet. Michael Dumas, really appreciate that, man. I'm gonna have to. I gotta come up with something to do for you guys. I say that, but I suck at following through with stuff like that. As you guys know, if it's not something random, I'm not super great, but I need to. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. It'd be funny if the emoji was bigger to put Ted's head on Mossman's body. Yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny, but you wouldn't make it out. I mean, I could make that picture and use it as a, you know, a screen. And I actually had a meme I made of Ted and Aaron, and I pasted their head. I think I told you about on Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, because they were talking about that. And it was that picture from when they were young and they were dancing together. And I thought it would be funny to, like, maybe I'll throw that in my bathroom break screen. I don't know. I might just change that up every now and then. TK Magic Shop says, the Proxon, the foam, the glue, how to cut. You even inspire me to take my CCFL Saber Builder to the next level. Awesome, man. Thank you. I mean, that's what we're doing here. I've learned things from people in the chat for sure, too. Chilling in these streams with you all and being able to be myself. I'm growing from the connections and the channels I've met through here. Awesome. Yeah, you know, the networking is really, really sweet, for sure. I mean, that's one of the strongest things about doing this is the networking. Michael says, hey, I love the channel, what you're doing, just want to support. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, and I appreciate it. It makes it a lot easier to do. You know, I used to not really realize that, but it makes it easier to do it, especially on the days when you don't feel like doing it. It's like you have a little bit more of a commitment. I like that, though. So if I was going to do this again, what I might do is I might paint the whole chair and then put these seat cushions on after, so I can just use the black from the foam. Maybe I'll try that. As it is now, I don't think I'll paint them black. I don't know, black would look really good. I was gonna go light gray, but black would look good. I guess everyone wants to keep your internet on, right? That's no freaking joke. Price of everything has gone up. I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys that. My electric bill has gone insane the last couple of years. Like, totally crazy. I think that's part of it is a problem with the crappy furnace they have in this apartment. But it's gone nuts. Damn it, Ed. I was sitting here trying to be flamboyant with my red consoles, and I'm looking at this, and I'm really liking this just simple gray looking chair. A blue-gray look. Feels more 80s. Definitely feels more old, like old school color schemes. What I'm doing is more like video game color scheme. Yeah. Yeah, this would be a good one for Batman. But if you're going to build a Batman chair, Ed, you might need to put a swivel on that. I'm just saying. Batman seems like he would have a swivel, not a throne. I try to tell you, but you never listen. Hey, man, I'm also... I mean, the randomness is part stubbornness. I'm not above saying that. I think I'm gonna join. Probably not right now, but soon. Hey, hi, it's me. Look. Your words of encouragement inspired 2 other people to join. I actually put the link in, because sometimes I totally space out and don't do that. So, either way, I appreciate it, man. TK, I just got the new Wave Toys 1/6 scale Coca-Cola machine. I'm building a miniature arcade next. Some of those are really cool. I haven't seen that particular one, but I love those little miniature vending machines. Oh, 1/6 with a Hot Toys tumbler. Mr. Fancy Pants over here. Hot Toys. Bro. How much is the Hot Toys tumbler? That's gotta be super duper. You know what? Hold up, let me pin the link. I spaced that too. There you go, I pinned the join link. Tony Alameda. Thank you for your inquiry. Derp, yeah, Fat Red. I got so excited people started joining that I forgot to pin the damn link. My chair is colorful. Yeah, your chair is colorful. Maybe that's what it is, Ed. You were like, I have so much color in reality, I just need to kind of tone it down in my fantasy world. I love your aesthetics. When scrolling Insta, I could always know it's your stuff at a scrolling pace. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I tend to, on Insta, I try to keep it kind of chilled out. Try to keep it kind of chilled out. I like the lo-fi music, kind of like this and stuff like that. Although, you know, the trending sometimes. What are you gonna do? TK, to be fair, I got 35% off from Sideshow. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, but yes, the wife hates the Hot Toys, right? I bet she does. Just imagine all the shoes she could get with that money. I'm sorry, Mrs. TK. Don't hate me. Excited that your channel is growing. I am too, Fat Red. Absolutely. Love it. When did you get that? Yeah, I had that for a while now, sweetie. Well, you remember that, oh, what was that audio? That audio with the guy like, what did you pay for this? Oh, they gave it to me. They gave it to me. No, you didn't. Yeah, I don't remember how the whole thing went, but that was funny. That was like maybe 6 months ago. That was all over the place. someday when I bring the second chair to my house, I'm gonna start doing a talk show from my house, like between two ferns. Right on, right on. Briscoe said I got rid of the wife and kept the hot toys. I mean, it's a personal decision, Briscoe. I'm not gonna judge you on that. Thor, what's up, Thor? Thanks for coming by. Hi, Random. Hi, all you lovely folks in the chat. Happy Friday. Thank you, and thank you for TK Magic Shop and Michael Dumas today that both became channel members. And all the inquiries into that, thank you guys very much. I do appreciate it. Oh, yeah, shake my head. That's me. Okay. Thank God my family knows nothing about toys. I can sneak stuff in easily, right? Yeah. They're probably looking at it like, oh, that was like $5 or $10. It's just some toys. Where's Eduardo? Hey, Eduardo. You know, I think I saw you. Yeah, okay, there you were. You came in with all the Dr. Peppers, that's right. Number 1, hot toys. Number 2, breathing. Okay. I mean, look, I don't have any, but the hot toys do look pretty awesome. I'm not going to say they don't. And if I were to ever be, and I feel like I'm just not in the position to start any of that. I need to save money and get a house before I go that route. But if I was going to collect something, I think I would prefer a more expensive item like that with fewer. You know, I've had a few friends that have had pretty large figure collections, and they just get really unmanageable, and you have to really spend a lot of time cleaning and all that. I kind of like the idea of fewer really expensive items. Plus, if I was to build a diorama for those, you know, you could just make them much more detailed, and there's, I don't know, I've seen some pretty cool setups with the hot toys that look really, really sharp. This stream is hilarious. I'm dying right now. Yeah, if you're dying right now, that might be from whatever your wife slipped in your drink after she found out about those hot toys you just bought. Reminds me of that Key and Peele sketch where Peele starts sweating buckets. Yeah, I don't know that one. Fat Red, the big dio's going pretty good. You know, the resin set up, that was fine. I had some leakage out of one side, and I should have put up a reel this week, 1 or 2, but I didn't. I still need to do a little bit more detail here and there, and yeah, it's pretty much done. You know what? I'm going to do the inside of the cave a little bit too. I'm going to do a little bit more detail on the inside of the cave. The thing with that is I can sit there forever and just change this, change that. I'm going to make some modular pieces to go along with it. Yeah, Lemma, yeah, I'm done for. Yeah, man. I'm going to make some modular pieces to go around it. You know, I'm going to show these for like the 3rd time. I never finished them. But we did these, and some of these might be on there. But I might do some modular bushes. Is kind of what I'm thinking. But I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let's set that to the side and let that dry for a little bit. Got a big old box of scrap. This may come as a surprise to you, but I have no idea what I'm doing. You guys make Friday nights amazing. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Eduardo. I need some scrub brush and scraggly bushes for that dio. I have flock and I have some. Where the heck are they? I got some of those Walmart plants that are like the ball plants that are really cheap. They might be like $5 or $4, and you can actually pick those apart and make lots of little plant bunches from them. So instead of spending like $80 on some toy model miniature plants, you can get a whole ton of them that way. They're not quite to scale, but you kind of work them in there. I own only one hot toy, Whiplash version 2. Got it from Amazon in 2021 for $189. Okay. I just want to say you inspire me in an unknown way. Man, thank you for the kind words. Hi, it's me. That's what makes it random. Absolutely. While moving this stuff around, I kind of realized maybe it'd be cool. Yeah, just some little. All right. Yeah, screw it. I could do this with hot glue, but I think we're going to do aliens because I don't feel like setting up the hot glue gun. Oh, crap. Where's my knife? I think I used it to open a package. One moment. Yep. There it is. I do know that the blade snapped off on me the other day, so we need to change that. Obviously, this would be easier with a hot wire foam cutter, but I'm just gonna play with a knife today. Maybe I'll get up and use the foam cutter in a minute. I don't know. Dude. I purposely get the Aliens glue that can stand up so I don't have to keep shaking it to have it come out, and I store it the wrong way. So what are you gonna do? Hot toys can be a dark rabbit hole. Yeah, I imagine so. Random is so random that it inspires us. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. What do we got? Watching live and dividing assets from a complicated divorce. It's nuts. You know, life is crazy, man. It really is. Don't ever do it, guys. Once you start. TK Magic Shop, if I was collecting Hot Toys, I would have to be really, really well off already to start doing that. Those things are quite expensive. Random's new weekly segment. Random Thoughts by Random Diorama. It may be a surprise, but I have no idea what I'm doing. That would be a good segment, actually. That fits. Yeah, Maurice, I just saw it a couple of months ago. Walked by it a few times, and I was like, man. I go through aliens like crazy, so why not? See, that is going to be annoying. Maybe we'll start. I have no idea what this thing is, but we're just gonna make some random science fiction floaty prop piece that can get moved around, and I'm gonna paint it the same color as the command chair so it could just be there. It kind of looks like a bench, but I think it might be a little too low to be a bench. What is your government name, Random? If you're comfortable sharing it, I don't ever say I don't say my last name, but I'm John or Jonathan. It's on my IG. Not sure how good a call that is, Briscoe. Some of those third-party figs can also be pretty spendy. Yeah, Largo. What's up, Largo? See if this chair is getting dry. Yeah, it needs a little bit more time, but it's getting there. It's Captain Kirk's Love Nest sofa. Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could definitely be like if on the original Star Trek they had seating like on the Enterprise D, where they had like seating for the counselor and all that kind of stuff, where it's next to the captain's chair. That could kind of be this. This could be like additional, specialized command seating next to the captain. The kiddie table, as it were. But I don't know. That wasn't what I was originally thinking. I was just thinking it kind of like maybe some enclosed conduit is in there or something. And I have like, just some structural parts around it. What are those things? ODN line. Is it the ODN line on Star Trek? EPS conduit or something? I don't know what they call it. Some funky name. Random floaty thingies. Yeah, that's exactly it, dude. We're just making some random floaty thingies on here. Hope it works out. Kirk's love seat for his ready room. It's not. It's just a random hunk of things I'm building out of some scrap with absolutely no preconceived plan of what the heck it is. Because it's actually pretty easy to do when you have a bunch of scrap pieces that are already kind of cut, like, dimensionally into shapes. Like this thing right here. Because you could just kind of look at the pieces and just put them together like Lego blocks and just kind of spitball with them. Eduardo says, my friends, do you know Iron Studios, the Brazilian company? They make amazing statues. I don't know Iron Studios. GNDN line. I don't know what that is. Iron Studios, very, very nice. Okay, TK knows them. Did I glue that? I think we're gonna need to pin these. You're not being as cooperative. Oh, that was a total fail. So this is going to work, but obviously it's a lot easier to get those precise cuts with the hot wire cutter. I will not lie about that. Did you make those boom boxes? They're 3D prints, man. They're 3D prints. So I printed them off and then I painted them. But yeah, I got them right here. They're right up on my shelf. Those little boom boxes. They're really cool. I need to design some. I need to design a boombox. I designed a treasure chest because I was always using other people's treasure chests, and I didn't like that, so I designed my own in, I don't remember if I made this in Blender or Shaper 3D. It might have been Shaper 3D. I'm not really good at it, like familiar with it, so it takes a long time to do it, but there's a list of things that I definitely need to make my own of, and a boombox is on there. I really like boomboxes. Usually buy statues. I like statues, actually. I mean, I know a lot of guys are really into the action figures specifically, so you could pose them up. But I kind of like the more detail, and they don't fall over as much. I'm in love with those decel and unpainted ones. I honestly haven't sold those in a while because it's, like I said, it's not my design. But I don't know, let me think about it. You hit me up on Instagram, we'll talk about it. Thank you. Say Maurice, I could never spend that much, but if I ever hit the lotto, right, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I would be much more likely to build just a giant, like, barn dominium crazy workshop looking thing with every kind of tool possibly imaginable in there, with a warehouse space attached to it where I would probably build movie sets for movies that don't get made just because I want to build them. So something like that would probably happen for sure. Search up Mezco boomboxes. Yeah, the Mezco ones are pretty nice too. Those are actually really nice. About 3D prints, I've heard some odd stories that 3D printed pieces start to break down in 6 months to a year or so. Fact or fiction? I haven't had that happen with any of my 3D printed pieces. I've had a 3D printer for 5 years. I will say that, and I use PLA mostly. I don't mess with the resin too much, even though I have a pretty nice resin printer. I just don't like the resin. I think if you put that in sunlight, it would probably be pretty likely to get crumbly after a while if you have it in a window, like indirect sunlight, because it's just layers. Right, and they're layers melted and smushed together. So if they start to get brittle, I think it would be much more likely for it to crack apart pretty easy. But I haven't had it happen, you know. I mean, even just the freaking settings on the 3D printer, if it's an FDM printer, if it's not melting it enough, or if, you know, like it could just be off a little, the temperature on the bed might not be quite enough. And you can just, errors can happen, things can break. I like those, but they usually have an odd color scheme or shape, something odd, right? Right, UV rays deteriorate all plastics over time. They pretty much deteriorate everything over time. There's pretty much nothing man-made that UV rays doesn't jack with. I guess metal. I don't know. All right, we got to move on with this. This is taking too long. It's supposed to be random. I'm just gonna throw some more trim in here just to increase the interest of it. Okay. think we're gonna add a couple of little wooden dots and stuff on there. A little thin flash plate piece. Yeah, that'll work. I'll use the ruler for this, otherwise it's going to be difficult for me to get it straight. I think we'll do 2 knobs and a D-pad. Or whatever, lights, beeps, boops, tweezers. Sure the reel is crap too. The IG stuff yet. Well, everybody's got to do their own thing on there, man. But really with IG, just little snippets of anything you're doing or working on or unboxing. I mean, I think some people kind of overthink it a little bit. If you're buying toys, just do an IG reel of you getting your package and opening the toy, and then pulling the toy out, and then looking at the toy, and then the toy is shooting your cat, whatever. You know, not an actual cat, not an actual shooting, but you get what I'm saying, playing with the toy. And you make a couple of beats, couple of cuts, different angles, put it together, bang, bang, boom, you got an IG reel. I mean, they're super, super short. 15-second reels do good. 15 to 30 seconds is pretty good. I usually aim for somewhere between 20 to 28 seconds. I feel like that D-pad's a little bit too close. You can literally just take your phone and go swoop around your toy collection. Swoop this way, swoop that way, drop a figure by the camera, put it together, put some music on it. It's an IG reel. You never freaking know what's going to work and what's not going to work. The stupidest things go viral. The lowest, usually the videos that I put the least effort to on Instagram are the ones that had the most reach. Radnom, I was trying to advertise your stream. Okay, hey, for sure. I'll take it. Cat and the Super Soaker. Man, that's a cool looking Super Soaker. I didn't know we had that that emoji in there. That's the that looks like the Super Soaker 30. I had one of those. The orange one was the 30, I think. The 50 was the blue and neon green. No, you had the 50 and the 100. Those were the three first ones that came out. The 30, the 50, the 100. One was blue, one was like yellowy green. Eduardo, I am not watching X-Men 97, but I would like to. I need to rewatch the original cartoon from the 90s first, and then watch that. I just got done watching Halo Season 2, which I found enjoyable. Alright, so we got this little random thingamahooser what's it, and the backside is super, super boring. Okay, maybe I could add something to the back, but I'm not really planning on looking at this from this angle. This is primarily something you see from this angle, so is it really worth it to do anything back there? Is it? Probably not. Probably not, but I'll put a simple piece of trim. I can't just leave it alone. Just use the width of the ruler to make it simple. This series is awesome. It really is, Eduardo. Okay. Logic Blaster. Hello, Random Diorama. Really appreciate what you do in these streams. Very inspirational in terms of motivating people to do creative things. Thank you, Logic Blaster. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of the idea behind my channel, my Instagram as well. Is just kind of like, it doesn't have to be this giant, intimidating thing to make something. You just kind of grab some stuff and make something. You really can do quite a bit. It's very easy to get caught up in planning projects and planning big things, and then if something doesn't come out exactly the way you want it, you get all stressed out. Like Ted Darklow over at Hella Dope Toys. You should check out Hella Dope Toys. And sit there and not think, not be able to do your diorama, and it just sits in a state of undoneness for 2 years or longer. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Michael, I don't have mesh handy. I think I have some somewhere. And you're right. Anything like that, that would look really good sci-fi. But I don't have that handy. Oh, you know what I should have done? All right. God damn it, if I do that. I'm going to do it on this back piece. Even though I just glued it on there. Screw it. We're just going to put it down. I'm going to see if I can roll a texture onto it. Okay. Well, I don't know if you could see that. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it's got a little diamond knurling pattern texture on it now. I should have done that with the conduit, like the braces on the other side, but I didn't think about it. No, that needs more. It seems like a big ball of stress wrapped up in a big ball of Ted. Ted's got a lot going on, Briscoe. To be fair, he's got a lot going on. But Ted definitely overanalyzes the stuff he makes. He likes things to be the way he wants them to be, and he feels it. We all do. You know, we all do. Different things get different people that way. But yeah, Ted definitely... he definitely gets caught up in some of that. What are we making tonight? And take care, Thor. Thanks for coming by. We're making just some random stuff. This is just like a little science fiction prop piece that can move around. This chair, command chair that we're painting, so this can kind of like be near it. And I'm going to go ahead and put a second coat of this paint on this chair here in just a moment. I can relate to Ted. We all can, Briscoe. We can all relate to Ted. Totally. It's so easy to do, to sit there and... Analysis paralysis is something that's from... if you ever read any books on like stock trading or something like that, they use that term, analysis paralysis, because you just... staring at it, you know, you can't make a decision. Is it going up? Is it going down? All that kind of stuff. And your brain will just have the same information and just keep making decisions, changing its decisions, and your brain can just go forever. You just have to stop and just say, all right, we're going this way. And you are much better usually at figuring things out once you have your options limited in front of you. So once you pick a path and you're committed to that path, then you kind of just have to deal with what presents itself to you. Of course, if you're trying to go for something specifically, like you want to recreate an exact scale model of the Empire State Building, that's a different process. The chair looks amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I was really happy with that. That chair was that was a random build 2 streams ago. The master chair. Yeah, I've been making a lot of chairs, Eduardo. You're not wrong about that. But I'm feeling pretty good about this color. I haven't used this too much. This dark blue gray. I'm digging it. Use spackle on my street dio thing I'm tinkering with, and then cut out some foam core, and it looked like a roll-up door. So, okay. So it is one now. Yeah, there you go. That's sometimes just works out that way. What would you recommend as a good first project for a background? I would say go on the YouTube, my YouTube that you're on, and there is a video. I think it's like action figure diorama is the primary thing in there, but it's basically just here. It's this one. It's basically building this. So I don't know if you mean like a big background, like you've done stuff before, but you want to build a big background. But I suggest if you're starting out and you just want to build something just to kind of like get some confidence, build something small like this, because it doesn't take as much time and you won't feel like you're getting stuck in it or bogged down. So this is just a real simple project that has a lot of cool things going on in it. You got the cinder blocks on the bottom, the bricks on top. I did a blast effect in here. This one has a magnet in it. I don't remember if I did a magnet in the tutorial, but that's one of my more popular videos on there, and I made it specifically for people who like the first time they're doing a diorama. Hey, I wanted to build a 3-tier dio for... Right. I mean, that's cool. And do that, Briscoe, but people like want to do that as their first project. I've had people contact me like, hey, I want to build the entire block from one guy. I mean, he was all about it. I'm not going to knock the guy, and I hope he did it. But he said, I've never done this before. I want to build the entire block from Sesame Street. And I was like, cool. That's an awesome project. But I would suggest you start with something smaller. It's not that it's that hard to do, because it's not. It's just that you might be surprised at how much time it's going to take, and you might get discouraged midway through the process. Because whenever you're building anything, there's always a point where you think it's kind of like, I mean, not always, but there usually is a point where you think it kind of doesn't look that good. It might be a couple of points, and you get discouraged, and you're like, the heck with it. And if you're not already kind of have a couple of wins, you might get just stuck there and never finish. Yeah, Adam. Check it out. I would not recommend starting with trees. Trees are a pain in the butt, Fat Red. I mean, there's different ways to do them, but yeah, they can be annoying. With a real chandelier that raises and falls. Heck yeah, Briscoe. Show it to me if you ever get your Instagram working. I would be done with my trees. Oh, did I mess with you about the background? Fat Red, you question everything I do every single stream and try to interject something. So I made one suggestion. I'm sorry. That Briscoe, you gotta post that. Yeah, he's that's right, Briscoe, post it, man. Right, Michael, especially people trying to buy them from you, man, they'll be like thinking that that's just like, a couple of hours work. Which is why I really don't sell them that much anymore. Totally fair random, yeah. Yeah, 1/6 dio is huge. Huge. With 1/6, you know, you don't really want to make dios. You just want to make, I mean, it's a diorama, but you just want to make like a snapshot. So it's almost always just a wall and floor, maybe some extra parts in there, but you're not going to be building an apartment building in 1/6 scale. I mean, I guess you can, but a 3-story building in 1/6 scale would be 60 inches tall, which is freaking huge. A minimum of 60 inches tall. I guess you could cheat the scale a little bit. Just have the bottom floor the correct scale so the door and everything looks correct. I mean, that's why, honestly, I think about dabbling in 1/18 scale just because it would be fun to build bigger and cooler dioramas. And I know Ed and Fat Red are potentially going to be in that Dungeons and Dragons thing, and you know, that's been making me want to build things in that scale, because when you build in the scale of, you know, miniatures like D&D miniatures or Warhammer miniatures, you could build castles and all kinds of stuff. What a funk. What's up, What a Funk? What a Funk, John. John, we were talking about you earlier, man, because they were... my stream went down last week. My internet went out, and it didn't come up for like 3 or 4 hours, and it was spotty for like 4 or 5 days. And, of course, someone mentioned the frequency of issues on the What a Funk stream. Like, I've seen streams crash. Streams crash sometimes, right? But What a Funk is like another level of crashing. Like, how the heck are you gonna crash every time an ad plays when you're not even putting ads in your stream? I don't even get that. Like, YouTube makes it where the ads are the most rock solid thing because they want to make money. They want people to watch the ads. It's part of the show. It basically is at this point. It basically is. You need to get like Grizz in like a tech support costume or something and have him like walk across the screen so you can throw that in there every time you guys are having issues. Sorry, my Guatemalan gremlins are now illegal immigrants. Well, at least I haven't heard the rooster here yet, man. Technology is always a mixed blessing. Yeah, Fat Red, I don't know about that timing either. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens and where it lands. What are you working on? So, this science fiction-y command style chair, man. Made it 2 streams ago. It was just a random build. We're painting that up. And to kind of go with that, I had a bunch of scrap foam, and I just made this completely random, no idea what the heck it is, junction box, I don't know, conduit gizmo thingy that when I paint it will just be like another piece that can kind of be posed up with this to make a little scene. Don't fear the rooster. Blue Oyster Cult. Man, too bad we don't have a parody band going on. That would be funny. That would be a funny cover or a parody of that song. This chair does not have OSHA-approved lumbar support. There is a complaint filed. There is no OSHA in outer space, Fat Red. No time for that. For my eBay, I have lots of cool items. Cool. Damn. Oz beaded his beard. It's pretty awesome. Okay. I've never had it beaded, but I've had it braided. Grizz always tries to get us to play D&D. Does he play it like live action, or because this is some guys are trying to do like a group online, and they have some amazing software to do all that now. I guess you guys would do it live because you're there. That would make more sense. IRL, yeah. How long are D&D games usually? You know, every time I played back in the day, TK, we were getting wasted while we were playing most of the time, so it was like a get-together, maybe like 4 hours or something like that. Cyberpunk 2020 or Shadowrun would be fun to play as well. I never played Cyberpunk, but I used to have... I never played it, but I had 2 players' handbooks of Shadowrun. I don't remember which edition. Yeah, I got that as a hand-me-down. But I still have the SNES game. This is one of my favorite games on SNES. One of them. It's quite a few. Okay, this chair needs to go back to drying now, I think. Is this ready for paint? Come on, aliens. Come on, Eileen. I need some pins back here. Played Shadowrun once too. I was very inebriated, yeah. I mean, we had a blast playing those games. But like anything else, it's just like, it's like having a band too. It's hard to keep it together. People drift away. Everyone's schedules get in the way. Unless you make it like a priority to set time aside for that, it's pretty rough, especially if you have like a, you know, any kind of job that's not like really cush. Everyone's hours these days are crazy. Battlefront Collector's Edition. Never played that. Yeah, I played the PlayStation 2 game. Battlefront was awesome. For sure. Okay. Well, we built widget number 1. Maybe we'll try doing widget number 2. Maybe we'll try another weird thing. Let's see. What do we got in the scrap bin? Whoa, what the heck is this? I don't know, that's almost built. Whatever it is. I can't even remember what that was from. I was probably doing a wooden floor there. Let's see. PlayStation here had an Xbox and loved it but sold it. Blisco, we all play Xbox, but Grizz plays PC. Right on. Yeah, Fat Red. I busted out my console. I have an Xbox One, and I played Diablo 4 when it came out. I tried to hook up with the What a Funk guys a few times, but it just never freaking worked out. I beat the main campaign, played a little bit, and it was just kind of dull after that, really. The end game wasn't that engaging for me anyway. Maybe someone got into it, I'm sure. The Evil West now. It's really food. Oh, okay, good. It's really food. That's funny. That was like your last stream. It was really food. First time since I was 5 that I haven't had a video game lined up. Yeah, you know, I don't want to knock video games because I played a lot of video games, but my entire diorama channel and my Instagram basically, I mean, I had it years ago, stopped for like 5 or 6 years. I quit playing video games, and I was able to get hugely productive. All the time that went into video games went into building stuff, and it's been an extremely different existence. I remember I played so much of this role-playing game online. It was called Mystera. Small indie game. And I spent so many hours grinding this character up, where it was a very powerful character in the game. Had a guild, you know, have allies. They still play. Some of them come in here and watch me sometimes. They lurk. They usually don't comment. But I just remember looking at it at the end of a couple of years of playing that, where I spent so many hours to get my character together. I was like, I could have been a millionaire doing almost anything. If I was painting houses for the amount of time that I did put into this game. And I just kind of was like, all right, I think I got to take a break from that. Gears? If you're saying Gears of War was like one of my favorite games ever. EVE Online. I've played EVE Online, TK. I didn't play it that long. I used to play Ultima Online, and EVE, I think, is the closest to that game as far as the spirit of the game. Yeah. Yeah, EVE is pretty amazing, actually, but it's crazy. Gears of War is awesome, Eduardo. Okay. What are we gonna do here? I need more angles. Need more angular pieces. Well, heck, I'll just see if I can cut some with a knife. We'll see what comes out. Oh, that's pretty good. It's a little off, but not bad. That was garbage. Well, you know what? Maybe not. That'll work. I don't know what it'll work for, but it'll work for something. Okay, what could we do? Screw it. Not sure what to do. I'm just going to start gluing some stuff together. Let's see what the chat is saying. You have a knife and a hot wire cutter, and the possibilities are endless. It's true. Soccer. I don't watch soccer. I really don't watch any sports. Screw it and glue it. There you go. That's kind of a woodworking term. I don't know if you know that, Ed, but you probably do. Glue and screw. Put the glue on, then you put the screws on for the clamping pressure. Or pin it. There you go. This looks like a freaking snail right now with the 2 pins out of the front. Look at that. That's funny. All right. It's Gary. Is that from a show or something? I don't know. I don't get the reference. Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay. I'd never watched SpongeBob SquarePants. I think I've seen like parts of 1 or 2 episodes. That's it. I never... Mostly from memes is the only thing I would know. Is that the plastic? It is the plastic. Look at that. That would have caused a problem later, probably. Maybe not. Freaking gnats in here. Had some gnats come in with some bananas. Been fighting them off the last couple of days. The vault in Fallout 3 with all the Gary clones. I don't remember the Gary clones. I did play Fallout 3 though. Radnom, it's really nice to see that the majority of your watchers are now subs on Friday. Fat Red, yeah, it is nice to see. Heck yeah, we got 2 new channel members today. That's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. What do I want to put there? I want to put something different there. Let me check the bits bin. I need more bits. I need to start picking up more random stuff, but these are kind of cool. Just some bottle caps. Maybe it needs to be a square there. Yeah. This is going to be a pain with just the knife, but let me see. Let's see how straight we can get it. That'll work. Well, let me sand down the bottom of this, kind of get it a little even. Cool. You're putting in good work, man. Right on. Hope so. Hope so. Not sure why I'm always trying to have you to add vents. I don't know. Outer space barber chair with the swivel. Could be. I'm gonna put it off center. So this is a funky looking thing, but it's a thing. I wonder if we can get some trim pieces. Yeah, let's try them out of this. Now this should be pretty straightforward and just take some really thin slices. Yeah, it's actually good experience for me doing this without relying on the hot wire cutter so much. I used to do everything without a hot wire cutter at one point. Space body. We can really only see from the top down from this angle. Yeah. Well, I did pick it up a few times. Could be a generator, field discriminator, you know, power regulator, all kinds of stuff. Subspace Wi-Fi antenna. I don't know if that's going to work, but let me see if that works. Does that work? Meh. Maybe a bevel. Needs a bevel on this right here. Oh, look at that. That came out good. Not too bad. Air conditioner unit, yeah. The 0-point energy thinking it's going to need a vent or two, just saying. You think the ancients couldn't make vents that you couldn't see with your eyes, Fat Red? Is that what that's what you're saying? Do you have any wires or hoses? No. Michael Dumas, I need to expand the range of my bits. I have this thing where I don't like buying stuff if I don't have to, or I like to try and make it myself. I need to expand my bits. I could fabricate a lot of stuff to simulate all that. I mean, I have a 3D printer, I have the laser cutter. But yeah, obviously some different shapes and textures would be highly, highly useful. As it stands, I'll have to differentiate everything with paint, and it'll still look all right. Thermodynamics, man. Heat sinks, vents. Well, you may not know this or be privy to this knowledge, but the law of thermodynamics is incorrect. It's our limited understanding that is, giving us that erroneous information. At least that's what the last ancient I spoke to told me. I don't know. So say we all. Broken electronics you can rip stuff out of. I'm sure I have something downstairs, Michael. I'm sure I do. I got plenty of computers I'm sure I could just rip pieces out of and do all that. That's a good idea, actually. Maybe I'll break some stuff down and make some bits. It would definitely add some more to the sci-fi-ness. You're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. All right. What are we gonna do? We'll add a control panel, of course. Everything's got to have a control panel. Well, I feel like this could just have a couple of lights like the other one. Maybe we'll leave off the D-pad. Is that big enough? Yeah, that'll work. I just clipped the end off a broken USB cable, kept trying to use it, kept not working, enough was enough, now it's in the workshop. Go for it Painting, hello Go for it Painting, how you doing? Chat is never wrong, yeah. That's the vibration control unit for Kirk's Love Sofa. Insert the Black Knight's sexy after dark voice, absolutely. Greetings from Hungary. It is 7:15 a.m. Well, it is 12:16 a.m. here. Slightly different, and greetings, go for it. All right, let's set that to the side. Some of this, I think we're gonna, let me see here. Yeah, we're gonna put this, I'm gonna put the scraps away real quick, and then I'll see what else we're gonna paint on this chair. Back into the scrap box with you. Moss Man and Black Knight's late night radio show, right? Two coats is usually pretty good, but there's just a lot of little details here that other brush wasn't getting into, so I'll just hit around the edges, get the little spots here and there, wasn't getting good coverage. I'd listen to that while going to sleep. Yeah, maybe. I think it'd be kind of hard to fall asleep with Ted doing Moss Man, though. Fat Red, I would be Mossman's #1 OnlyFans member. The stream lags a bit on the computer and is further ahead of on my phone. Okay. Yeah, I've noticed there's a difference with that, and that happens with all of them. Yep, the blue-gray is perfect. I know, right? I'm liking that blue-gray. It is a good color for this stuff. Was there some, Ed would probably know, was there some retro G.I. Joe stuff kind of in this color? I feel like it's pretty close to some old 80s kind of looking stuff. I like the toys in the 80s before the colors got all crazy in the 90s. I do like that. I like the solid grays and greens and stable kind of look. When they started getting all neon and goofy, I didn't really like them that much. Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars-y for sure. So there won't be enough contrast with gray. I think we got to go black with these cushions. Because my normal dark gray is not that much darker than this blue gray. Let me get some black paint. And I'm going to use the restroom right quick. I will be back in a moment. But before I use the restroom, Eduardo, random towards 1,000 channel members. Yes, I agree with that statement. Please hit the like button. If you want to join up and become a channel member, we already had 2 people do it today. Appreciate everyone. But the link is pinned in the wherever the heck my chat is. I don't know. Be right back. Alrighty, alrighty. Yeah, there was lots of that color for the older Joes. Okay. Skep, how are you doing? Welcome. Blue for the cushions. I don't think we're gonna go blue, Fat Red. I want to stay kind of. Yeah, it would either be light gray, black, or a darker gray. But I just don't think. Yeah, the darker gray isn't going to be dark enough. It's too close to this. Red Nom needs a TED commercial. Giant petrified rabbit turd. No, I'm not going to paint it white, dude. That would be a pain in the butt. I just know I'm going to be getting that all over. I'm going to have to get... There's going to be brush flicks, and now I'm not going to go white. It's going to be black. We're doing black. I'm using veto power this time. We're going full dictator mode. Maybe a lighter gray. I was thinking a lighter gray, but I just liked the way it looked with the black cushion on there a minute ago. So I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it dingy looking, man. It's gonna be very dark. A lighter gray would be good. A lighter gray would be good. And that was my other thought. It was either gonna be the black or a lighter gray. But you know what? You got me to go dark. We're going full emo. Believe it or not, Fat Red, orange would look really good. Orange would definitely look really, really good. It would take a lot of coats to cover. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it, but I like the idea of using some orange for some science fiction stuff coming up. Orange and gray go together really well. How different is pavement color from that blue-gray? It's pretty... It's darker, man. Pavement is darker. You know, pavement might have actually been an okay cushion color. That's actually dark enough to maybe do it. Duh, you didn't see me like kind of look sideways. Yeah. I'm halfway trying to be funny with it, dude. Okay. Hey, nothing I can do can be as bad as that What-a-Funk stream. That was ridiculous. TK, I'm fading, guys. Have a good night. Awesome stream. Thank you for coming by, TK. We'll see you again soon. What if Funk's internet is getting roasted tonight? What if Funk's internet gets roasted every single time they do a stream, dude? That ain't nothing new. He already knows, man. I mean, honestly, for someone who has so many problems, it's amazing how well they bounce back from those problems every time. It would actually be really freaking funny to do a whole compilation of all the times that the What If Funk stream has crashed. That would be hilarious. Wondering if you're gonna see local advertisements this evening. Yeah. Maybe. I could just leave the side panels this blue-gray, or I can also paint them black. I'm not sure. A stream crash counter would be freaking hilarious. Hilarious. We're working on this chair right now, JD. We crafted it on another stream, but was painting it, and we also got some other little props to go along with it. You think they gotta be black, right? It's gonna pop out more, for sure. I kind of like them the way they look, but leave them gray. We got differing opinions. I could do a vote, but if I do a poll on this, I'm liable to just change it later anyway, because I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm torn. I like the contrast of having the black on the gray, but I also like that these being gray differentiates them from the seat cushions, because the seat cushions are cushions and these are just more metal panels on the side. Although I do tend to paint pop-outs like that. Do the side pieces blue? I don't really want to get too many colors. Blue would look kind of, I don't know. Dark orange. Like an outline. Yeah, an outline might work. But I'm tired right now. If I try to do an outline, the lines are going to get sloppy. It's not going to come out too good. Let me just paint some of the edges on this black cushions while I think about it. mess it up? A little bit. No big deal. Maybe he's just really tall and making furniture for regular people. Maybe. Oh, I see what you're saying, Fat Red. That would be a freaking nightmare, dude. That would be a nightmare. I would never be able to get that ish even looking with those two highly contrasted colors next to each other. I would have to paint it before I glued it on to get that to come out looking well. Perhaps that chair will fit Punk Lawrence. Maybe. Taping it off does not work that well with foam on the edge. When you're on a bigger piece, it would work, but something that small would be really rough, dude. Maybe. If I airbrushed it, I could tape it or mask it. But I wouldn't do it on there. It would be just better to do when it's not attached. I mean, these lines I'm doing here are not super even. They're just kind of good enough. I'm just a heckler? Yeah, I already know that, dude. Nah, you're cool, man. You're cool. Even the blue painter's tape is hard on foam. Foam is not a even surface, man. It's got pits in it. So if you were to tape off, if it was a big piece and you taped it off, those imperfections, when you stood back from it, you wouldn't be able to see it that much. But on a small piece like that, that's like super duper thin, it's not going to come out that good. What type of foam do you use? I am using pink XPS foam. It's the insulation sheets from Home Depot. All right, I think I'm just gonna throw a coat of paint on this. Yep, I'm gonna throw a coat of paint on it. Alien sets up pretty quick. It might not be quite done yet, but we'll see what we get. The other thing is if I did that, man, I don't know. I mean, it's doable, but I don't want to do it. So, I don't want to do it. It's a pain in the butt. Definitely would have been a better thing to do before painting it if I was going to go that route. I mean, before gluing it on there. All right, let's just get some flipping of this paint on this piece. Cobweb collectors, what's up, man? Just, you know, doing some random crafting. The usual. If the foam is already painted, can you still cut it with a hot wire? You know, I don't remember if I ever tried that. Glue definitely slows down the hot wire. Paint probably will slow it down some. I mean, there's no way, the hot wire isn't going to cut paint, I don't think, but it will probably still cut it. It's not going to cut as easy. Not really sure, man. Have to try it out. I know you can put masking tape on things and it will work pretty well to stop a wire. Or you can just tape down a piece of cardstock and that'll work very well. See, what the heck is this thing? I don't know. But it looks cool. It looks cool next to the chair. It goes. Goes somewhere. Maybe it's the Kirk's, you know, Captain Kirk's footrest. Yeah, who the heck knows? It works. Wire cutter will cut through hot glue and aliens, not easily, but it will go through. So says Ed. And that sounds about right, because I've definitely had to cut pieces that I've glued together before. Actually, while making trees, when I didn't have the 2-inch foam, sometimes I glued 2 pieces of 1 inch together to make the trunk. Alright, that other piece is not dry enough yet to glue, but let me check and see how it's setting up here. Doesn't look like anything shifted. This one on the bottom a little bit. All right. What do we got? Briscoe, wire cutter versus finger. A wire cutter will not cut your finger, but it will burn the bejesus out of it. It'll definitely leave a nice little line burn on there. I've never left it on there long enough to see how bad it gets, but a quick touch when it's on will definitely take some skin off. Damn, Eduardo. What does that thing you're painting look like on its end with the curved side down? Do you mean like this? Or like this? Or like this? Or like this? Because I don't know what the heck else you were saying. I don't know. There is no curved side on this. It's all angles. You mean? I guess you mean the notch. Sorry, you just painted that side. Never mind. Looked like it could be a kiosk of some sort. Okay. I've accidentally cut through duct tape. Yeah. So the duct tape, even masking tape, like it'll guide the wire if you're gentle with it, but you can definitely cut through it. Kiosk would be a cool build, yeah. Side you're holding down with the buttons on top. Okay. Kiosk would be cool. Might be kind of a neat idea. Kidney and a liver, very expensive indeed. Yeah, Eduardo, do they have EVA foam there? This stuff? Just like little craft foam? It comes in different thicknesses and stuff too. I think that's what you said you were going to try and make a chair out of, right? I was messing with foam core. Foam core is useful. You can make a lot of stuff out of foam core, for sure. I got that dumpster I built is mostly foam core. EVA here is very cheap. Now, Eduardo, I know that EVA sometimes like you can get like it's harder, like thicker density, and you could use it. I mean, it would be a little bendy, but you could use it. It'd be harder to get finer detail and dimension in, you know, but just to make just the chair would be fine. I think you could do it. You know, the other option, Eduardo, is wood. Wood works perfectly for all this stuff. I mean, if you just have a little scroll saw and maybe like they have like little mini chop saws for doll houses. Obviously, you got to pay for the tools, but you know, if you're doing it enough, $50 here or there to get a couple of tools, you could make a lot of this stuff out of wood pretty easily. It's noisy, and you need to be somewhere better ventilated than where I'm sitting right now. Popsicle sticks would work along with EVA foam, sure. Well, okay, guys, we've been going 2.5 hours. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We painted the chair. We made a couple of random things that we're gonna paint up. So that was pretty good stream. Stream went well, no crashes. Got 2 new channel members. Thank you very much for that, guys. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll get to the point where we have 1,000 subs and or not subs, channel members, and we'll get, you know, bunches of super chats every stream. Who knows? Maybe it'll get there one day. But either way, we're having fun right now. I appreciate everyone hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now and try to wind down before I go to bed. So everyone have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for hanging out, and take care.